Hey guys, welcome. I'm super excited to do these every single week. I wish I could do them every single day because I get more and more excited when I do this. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Michael Huey. I'm the founder and CEO of a health and wellness company called Hefluence. I'm also an elite Pro 7 with LifeVantage. I've been in the fitness and nutrition industry for, 27 years now. And I was very successful in those industries. I was at the top of those industries for many, many years, and now we've relaunched back online and going right back to the top again. It's been a great journey, but the only reason that's possible is because of LifeVantage. I had a brick and mortar nutrition business that was very, very successful. And when I looked at the information that you're looking at tonight, it was a lot different 7 years ago. It's massively changed since then. And I watched an ABC primetime news report. And if you haven't watched that after this, I would pray that if you're a guest or you're a distributor and maybe you watched another video and you got excited and got involved, I would pray that you would watch that video, because you will see that what was in that video has now came to light. What I say, and my wife says 10x. Now that was 2005, so now many, many years ago. But for us, it's been 7 years. And LifeVantage, as I said, I had a very successful nutrition business. And I just realized after I looked at this information that I could no longer tell people about a supplement business. So in my career, there was drugs and supplements. I didn't want to take drugs. I knew a lot of my family members were on drugs, and supplements was what I learned, what I got many degrees in, many certifications in. I'm a scientist, so I'm a geek. And but what I realized is it was a massive guessing game. And anybody that tells you any different is trying to pull the wool over your eyes. They're trying to sell you something. And tonight, I'm here to educate you. I'm here to educate you on massive change into a third category. Just like Apple put the payphone and the beeper companies out of business, there's still some people with beepers, doctors. There's still a payphone around a little bit. But I believe you're hearing about the next big technology. And look, as you're going to find out, we are in what's called a new economy. It's a gig economy. I don't feel, because we're creating this third category, we're not a supplement. We're categorized as a supplement, but I believe we're creating this whole new category, that we're in competition because we're in direct sales and because the opportunity is for you and for me and for my family, that we're in competition with like owners of Airbnb and Uber, guys who drive Uber, and Facebook and Amazon. Like, it's amazing how many companies Amazon has put out of business. It just amazes me. Sears, we could go on, Kmart. I mean, it just is amazing. Guys, Apple just became the first $1 trillion company. These are all trends. We're in a gig economy. We're in a new economy. And this third category is called nutrigenomics. And this is from the Today Show. Nutrigenomics, and you can read what it says there on the Today Show slide, the scientific study of how interaction of nutrition and genes, especially in regards to prevention or treatment of disease. Today, we're not talking about a placebo effect. We're not taking a drink and having results right away. We're working on the cellular level. We're reversing gene expression. We're manipulating what everybody has told us all along we could never do. We could never change gene expression. That word epigenetics has now evolved into nutrigenomics. Just look at what the Today Show. The latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or a newly discovered supplement. It's your DNA. And that's this third category of activation over supplementation. Nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless in an area over which we had really least to no control, the ability to use nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect our genes means we're no longer at the mercy of our DNA. I love that. They said by 2023, The market will be 17 billion. Wouldn't you like to have a very big piece of that, or even just a little piece of that? I believe you're hearing about that. And when you watch a short 2-minute video here and a couple of slides that I'm going to play for you, you're going to see that this company, this publicly traded company that you're hearing about tonight, is at the forefront of this category and this topic called nutrigenomics. And so your body's doing one of two things. And I can tell you this because I've been there. Most of you out there have been there. If you know what this is, you've been there. But I've been there in a monumental way because I took supplements and my body was still being hijacked. I ate organically and ate healthy and was a college athlete, 4-year letter winner in track and field, played semi-pro football for many years. I took incredible care of my body, but I was still being hijacked because I had no control over what was happening. Physically, emotionally, biochemically. Like, I don't even have my cell phone around me tonight because of this EMF. Lisa and I just talked about getting things to put underneath our bed, to turn off our Wi-Fi. Allergies. How many of you struggle with allergies? You know, here's the difference. When I would stop taking supplements, I would notice a difference. When I miss taking what I'm telling you about tonight, I notice a difference. My wife and I just talked about it today. So the alternative is to biohack. Biohacking is taking control of your biology, optimizing your genetic potential, absolutely positively becoming the best version of yourself, which means long-term cellular health, not placebo effect, not guessing, not trying to figure out whether it works or not. I'll show you how we know that in a minute. So we're using nutrigenomics, the research of how these nutrients and natural compounds affect our genes. So now you're going to watch a 2-minute video that explains what I think perfectly about how this will affect your body. I hope you guys can hear it okay. You don't have to type in the chat if you can't. I'm going to let it play out because I did it today and it worked fine. And so if you guys know, I've started to realize that on a lot of these calls, a lot of people have had a lot of technical difficulties. So I'm praying that this is going to be okay and you guys will be able to see this and then we'll be able to move on. So let's let it play. Oh, shoot. Didn't. Hold on a second, you guys. Now this time it's my fault because I turned off my volume for something earlier. It was too loud. So let me start over. See, now this is on me this time, guys.
Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a 1-2 punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
So, you heard it. We were talking about nutrigenomics before any other company was. We're up, and you guys seen, you'll hear more about that. It's why we've always said we're at the forefront of nutrigenomics. We're just like a Band-Aid. It's not really a Band-Aid, it's an adhesive bandage. So, just like a Kleenex when you have a cold, right? It's not a Kleenex, it's a tissue. Just look at these industries, the anti-aging, the skincare, the pet care, the smart energy, weight loss. All of our products are based around this term of nutrigenomics, using naturally occurring compounds, okay? We're not supplementing the body, we're activating the body about what's already there. So, and it all started with our flagship product, Protandim. And I made this statement for the first time in my 26-year career that I would take this product and take it the rest of my life. And the reason I did that is because it was the first product I'd ever seen with 3 patents. Now that's 9 patents, 6 US patents and 3 international patents. And just ask yourself, how do you patent 5 herbs? You don't. Our company has. And we've done that because of this synergy. Because the sum of these really don't do a lot individually. You're kind of guessing. They do have properties in them that do certain things, but together they're 1,800% more effective. Just look at what it says. Supports cellular repair and rejuvenation. Oxidative stress at the very center of every single disease. The most researched topic when it comes to aging and disease. And we're the only product in the world that reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. And that is a monumental statement when it comes to that third category. As I said, we're still categorized as a supplement, but we're not. We're really this third category. And just one of the greatest teachers in the industry of nutrition said this. He said, look, you guys have the only product, natural product, to ever show that it extended life and delayed disease. A lot of people want to live longer, but how many people want to live longer not healthy? How many people want to live longer healthier? A longer, healthier life. My dad, thanks to a decision I made 7 years ago to walk away from a 6-figure nutrition business to join this company, my dad is the healthiest he's ever been at 80 years old. Okay? And so I want you just to think about a couple of these things. Okay? And then here's the real over-the-top statement for this company is that we have the most peer-reviewed articles on a natural product in history. And to get a peer-reviewed article published, it has to do what it says it does, and then it has to go to another group of people and be peer-reviewed. This doesn't, I can't take me and my wife and one of these other doctors that we do business with in LifeVantage, find it what it does, and then get it published. We have to have somebody else besides us validate what we've said. And you can look at this, the National Institute of Aging, Ohio State, my university where I went to college and undergraduate and graduate school. The American Aging Association, Texas Tech, Harvard, LSU, Northwestern, Colorado State. Guys, exercise and sports science reviews. We just did a study on the effects of exercise recovery, which as you know, I've been in the exercise and fitness industry for over 27 years. These are true results on a natural product, not on its ingredients, on the product itself. And look, as I said, here's the patents. You can go on YouTube and find every single one of these interviews on ABC News, PBS, Dr. Phil, the Today Show, the Wall Street Journal, NBC. They're all there, guys. They're all there, and they're escalating more. And so this is the where the rubber meets the road. And so, and then we created another pathway. We tapped in and became the experts in another whole pathway of the NRF1 pathway. And it's really cool because, training athletes for many, many, many years, right? I realized that we were depleting a lot of our mitochondria. And what I realized is that what do we want to do when we want our body to repair? We want to sleep, right? And so what I found out is when I started taking NRF1, my sleep patterns drastically increased, right? Because I was repairing and creating new mitochondria through the energy production of ATP, right? Increasing cellular energy. Same thing, taking these naturally occurring compounds, putting them together and creating synergy and activating this NRF1 protein on the inside of the cell. Cellular repair, increasing and repairing mitochondria. And as I said in the beginning, not a placebo, actual cellular repair, an exogenous entrance, but an endogenous performance. Okay, that's what changes that momentum shifts from creating that third category that I talked about in the beginning. And then, guys, this is the #1 research topic in the health and wellness industry right now. And I can just tell you, I read numerous messages today about people who have started adding our probiotic to their market. And one of the things that's different is that people, one of my new distributors, who's one of the smartest kids I've met, Matt Wright is his name. He lives in Irving, Texas. My wife and I laughed. She's laughing over there too a little bit now because he's one of the smartest 23-year-old kids we've ever met. And he got this right away. We just signed him up in the business. And he is into quantum physics. He just passed one of the toughest health provider education courses. He did it in half the time. And he said to me, he said, Mike, he said, I researched probiotics for a year and I found out that Megaspore was like the #1 selling one. And I said, that's the one I took for 10 years. It's one several of my doctors used to take. Now they take ours. And he said, Michael, if people only understood, most people look at because a product has a certain amount of CFUs in it, it's got to be, 50 billion or 60 billion. No, it doesn't. More is not always better. These two circles right here on the screen tell you, speak a million words. And that's what Matt said too. BioTrack, 60% of the spores get into the small intestines. I just had a young girl that I gave probiotics to on Saturday. She'd been struggling with stomach issues for over 2 weeks. Called me today, said, I've tried everything. I've tried all these probiotics and nothing works. Called me today, her stomach pain is gone, and all I did was give her a probiotics. Now she does take NRF2 Protandim also. Young girl, 20 years old. So just look at it. 15 times the bacteria to the gut than similar products, right? And guys, this is one of the things my friend Mike Kaz has said to me. He said, Mike, it makes me feel full, right? It helps signal to my body and to my brain, our second brain, that I'm full. And he's like, man, I'm losing weight, right? My metabolism's going up. And that's what Wellmune is put in there for us to have a better immune response, to boost our immunity system. And so, guys, this is just another piece of what I call the 4 pillars of health. And then here's the final piece. And my chiropractor, Dr. John Huey, who I think is one of the smartest guys that breathes, said to me, when we were looking at omegas, we went down through every ounce of this product and found out that it was better than what we were taking. And we do our research. We're both science guys. And just look, no filler oils, no omega-6s, omega-3, omega-7s, rich in EPA and DHA. And the vitamin D3 was the biggest kicker for us. And then you can find it. You open the bottle, they don't smell. My father-in-law can't swallow pills, so he's able to chew them, which is huge. And we know the boat that it comes from, boat to bottle. That's a big thing. And so it's called the Vitality Stack. Just look at it, okay? Reduces oxidative stress, boosts mitochondrial production, improves energy, supports a healthy microbiome, supports an immune function, healthy brain function, and healthy heart function. And it's $5 a day, guys. Stop, you know what I say? Stop going to Starbucks, right? That's what my wife said when we thought about you know, we told our family if they couldn't afford it, we'd pay for it for them, right? And so
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Mike.
can everybody see the screen okay? Tracy, can you see the screen okay? All right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. We just have been having problems with the internet in this area, so please forgive me, guys. And I hope that everybody's back on and can hear now. So let's go on. And then we came up with Axia, which I have the decaf right here that I'm drinking at night. It calms me down, helps me sleep. You can enhance neurotransmitters and brain function resilience. There's doctors galore that give their kids this because it helps with ADD, ADHD, and autism. We're doing tons of research on that right now. It's low carb, vegan formula, low calorie, BSCG approved. That's huge for athletes. Very few products ever get that stamp of approval. Decaf and caffeinated options. And then actually, this is my friend and new client, Dave Fropel, who you guys can see in the bottom left-hand corner there. That was 90 days, guys. And now Dave has taken his game to a whole new level. You can look at this. This is not one of those placebo, quick fix type of lifestyle products. This is long-term. You can look at the placebo results of the fat burner compared to the results compared to a placebo group of people actually taking the products. And look at it, 254%, 262%, waist size, abdominal fat. I use it every single day. Lipoic effect, the fat release, okay? 964%, okay? And guys, it works. And like I said, for those of you who don't know me, I walked away from a massive nutrition business because I knew that there was nothing better than what we have. And so, yes, I use skincare products. I just used them. What's great about them is they're patented. This whole Force system is patented. It takes that same NRF2 technology and we put it in for our skin. Goes into the epidermis of the skin, provides against environmental assaults on the skin, and just makes your skin look great. Lisa and I looked at pictures from us 6 and 7 years ago. We look younger. People tell us all the time, we look 10 years younger than our age. That's what this stuff does. Slows down cellular aging on the inside and on your skin. Your skin's your largest organ. You can see Ori, my friend Debbie down there. And then these results over here on the left are from our clinical trial against all the top brands, Lacombe and all of them. And those are what we showed in our clinical trial. So, and now veterinarians are coming to our company like crazy. My friend Ben Davidson that I talk about all the time is one of the top dog trainers in the country. He gives all his dogs Protandim and Pantandem depending on the size, shinier coat, increased playfulness. There's no placebo effect in dogs. Dogs age 7 times faster than humans, and they get massive results immediately from taking this product, okay? So here you go. Here it is. Here's your biohacking product list, guys. I love this slide. Biohack your complete body. People ask me all the time, do you take all the products? And I say, absolutely. I take every single one of our products, okay? Except, my wife just said, except Pet Tandem. But, and you can look at it. Here's the prices. If you're watching this, I would tell you to go back and watch this. We sent this to tons of people today for follow-up because they wanted to know the prices of each of the products to tell their new customers and distributors. You can see it, dual synergizer, all the prices are right there. And you can choose your level. Wherever you feel. Like I minimally tell everybody, you start with the activated essentials and you move up to the vitality stack. I'm only enrolling vitality stacks because once people understand it, they get it. They know that they need those 4 pillars of health. So as you heard, if you haven't watched the ABC News report, please do that. Because once you watch it, what I've shared with you tonight will make a massive impact, okay? We switched from retail to direct sales in 2009, and we did 11 times in the first year what they did in 3 years inside the stores of GNC. And you guys know we're in a gig economy, as I said. This product has a story, it has science, has patents. It would have never made it inside the store. The guy at GNC was not going to tell you what this product was. And our corporate staff is the best in any industry, nutrition, you name it, supplements, health and wellness. Our two of our top guys are on the board for the Direct Selling Association. The list just keeps going on. And if you guys haven't been watching, our stock is just going through the roof. And then here's our countries that we're in. We're in the top countries for distributors and customers, and the lower one, we're just in it for the customers right now. And what I like about that is we have the availability. After we get all these products approved and the business models approved, then we'll be able to go in and have business builders, which is what we did in Canada. And now Canada is taking off. So, and you know what's really cool is you can do this business from your phone. You can do it on your laptop. You can do it from your phone. You get an app that we've just introduced it, and they're constantly making changes to it, to upgrade it, to make it better. They take our feedback and continue to advance it and make it better. They're using a group of engineers from Silicon Valley, which is where all the major companies get their apps done. And it's changing, guys. It's changing the way we do business. It's easy. And we have massive trainings for you to teach people and educate people, regional and corporate trainings. Take control of and you get, like I said, you get to take control of your terms of how you do business. You can do it a little bit, you can do it a lot. And what's really cool about that is what I like about the opportunity is that it's may not be for everybody. I say it is, but we have to teach people the magnitude of what this really is. And I believe that this system that this company has put together makes it easy. And I like what it says, a laptop lifestyle or a cell phone lifestyle. And you can see it, replicated website, proven system, right? Called the Proven Plan. Very simple. This is what the website looks like. It'll have your name in the upper left-hand corner. Very simple. And online shopping carts, guys. Easy checkout, 3 to 5 minutes, right? Simple. Punch, shop. It goes into a cart. You can send a cart. You can do this from your iPad, your laptop, or your phone. Makes it really simple. Guys, look at the industry. I always say this, I joined for the products and stayed for the business because I realized, and I just read some stats for 2018, it's going to be over $197 billion industry, right? And you already seen that nutrigenomics is going to be a $17 billion industry, okay? You can capture a big piece of that, right? So let me wind down and finish with these couple things, okay? There are 2 S-curve waves in business that you can be taught if you know much about business. Both of these are taught in business schools, Harvard, Yale. All the business schools teach both of these. One is an S-curve wave by Peter Drucker, and the other is the innovation adoption curve by Everett Rogers. The Everett Rogers one is the one that looks kind of like a hump, and then Peter Drucker's looks kind of like an S, okay, like a bell curve and an S, right? And you can see that both of them were still in what's called pre-momentum and early adopters. As I said, I told a guy today that was getting ready to sign up that we are in that phase of pre-momentum. In 18 to 24 months, we won't be able to say that. We'll say that we're in momentum, right? And we'll probably stay in that for 2 to 3, maybe even 4 to 5 years because of our products. So, and that's happens with every single company. It happened with Apple. It happened with Amazon. Happens with every single company. They stay and then they go into a stabilization phase where they maintain, So those are 2 great ways for you guys to understand. And you can look, 80% of the growth of the company is done in these middle sections, from the early to late majority and during the timing momentum phase right there in the middle of the S-curve wave. So the timing of being involved is better than when I got in the beginning. all of everything's been validated. The science is there, the patents are there, the research is there, all the training is there, the science has been shot through the roof. So everything is perfect. And so here's what makes it even better is that this is part of the compensation. And I'll just tell you this, in my group, I don't know why it's doing that. But my wife and I laugh because we see this happen all the time. Somehow people are able to write on the screen, which is just hilarious. So we found out that these are two great ways to join our business. There's several ways, but we believe these are the two ways that people are most successful. 90% of the most successful people in this company join with what's called a platinum pack, right? And that's how you make it through success in this company a lot quicker. Actually 5 to 10 times quicker than you would if you bought a gold pack or a silver pack or any of the other packs that are available. So, and plus you get $1,786 worth of product. Okay. And that's a 30% saving. Plus you get 2 all access passes with our convention coming up that you won't want to miss. That saves you a ton of money on top of that. So you have your corporate staff, you have your production staff. You don't have to worry about trucks. They just ship it right to the people. Quality control, shipping, the customer service is amazing. Website, all we do is if there's a problem, we call and they fix it. We don't have to advertise and market. We have to do our part on what we do from building a business standpoint. They have legal and compliance that protects us. They have accounting. They send us a W-2 every year, which is awesome. And they have events and promotions, and it's unbelievable. We have a trip right now that my wife and I are going to win. It's to Ireland. We've always wanted to go, and we're going to be staying in a castle, and I love the sounds of that. So let me just talk a little bit and finish up with this. Everybody always wants to know how you get paid. Young gentleman today, I talked to several guys today. This is a younger guy. Just said, Mike, he goes, I just want to make some extra money. He goes, my job just isn't getting it, and I'm going into the entrepreneur space. He goes, I don't feel like I can keep this information from people. And if I can make a little bit of money, it would be great. So he's basically saying he would do it no matter what. But he said, how do I get paid? And so you get about 40% on your first start bonus. Customers and distributors, you get a launch bonus. And you can become very profitable right off the bat. Almost every single person that I've signed up recently has got their money back within the first 30 days. And then you have royalty commissions. You have matching bonuses. You have elite pool. We have the only company in the nutrition industry, in the direct sales industry, that gives matching bonuses off the total revenue sharing of the company. No other company in history has ever done it. I love that. Okay. So, and if you're a guest and there's a video that will map this all out for you, you can get it from the person that invited you. It's real simple. And so just look at these numbers. They put a new annual average on here. Because we're publicly traded, you guys can see these numbers. We're getting ready to come out with another one here pretty soon. It's in the process of being done, and we'll have access to that. You can see, my wife and I are Pro 7s. You can see the average annual income. You can see the monthly maximum and the monthly average, what that looks like. Guys, that's massive. And if you look, it's not true. That the most money is paid out to the middle ranks of this company. That's where the majority of the income is paid out. Guys, if you're still on, please just mute your line if you can. Thanks. So let's finish with this last couple slides. This is the traditional plan of what most people do. They work 40 to 50 years, and then what do they live off of? I watch it. I teach at my church. I teach finances at my church, and people are just unable to retire. A lot of people work in their 60s and 70s. And one of the things I like about this is one of my friends, Paulette, and she hates, I won't say her age, but her and her husband own a restaurant, but she was a teacher. She makes more money now from her LifeVantage business than from her retirement as a teacher. Thank God that somebody told her about this, okay? So you can choose which plan you want to do. Work a little bit, like my friend Dr. Amanda Brooks said one time. She said, what if it took 10 years? She's 30, I think. She said, at 40, I'll be retired because she said, I'll be at the top of the company and look at what the people at the top of the company make. Okay? Because there's going to be thousands of Pro 10s and Pro 11s, Master Pro, Executive Pro 10s, thousands of elite distributors. Okay? Do you know anybody that would like an extra $135,000 a year? Right? So never depend on a single income. Make an investment of time and effort to create a secondary. My wife and I have created 5. Okay? We've created 5. All right? So never rely on one income, no matter what anybody else says. It's your life. And here's what I'm super, super excited about to share this final piece with you guys. My wife and I have the opportunity to take part into this during December, during the New Year's period of time from the 28th or 26th through the 1st, of going to Mexico and doing a project of building 4 houses with a company called Families Helping Families that Life Families partners with. And you can see over my 7-year career, I've watched us partner with every single one of these pictures on this slide. You know, Wounded Warrior Project, Wells for Life, Souls for Souls, Lighted Up Gold, Sisters Hope, Operation Smile, where they went and fixed kids' cleft palates so they could talk and sing. We've had some of those kids come to convention and sing. But my wife and I, I've already been, but I'm taking my wife this year. We're going to go down and help people build houses. And guys, that's what LifeVantage is all about. It's about creating a new opportunity. It's about creating a new category of products. It's why I walked away from a 6-figure, which would now be multiple 6-figure business, to be a part of this, because we get to be a part of changing history, guys. And so I'm super sorry for the little technical difficulties there in the beginning. I don't know if hopefully next week we'll be able to have it go without issues. But I just want to thank you guys for listening. And as I said, if you're a guest and somebody's invited you, and if you're not, the more you hear these presentations, the easier it will be when you start presenting it to other people. Because you can have this slide presentation right on your phone and you can walk somebody right through it. There's a long version, which I did with you, and there's a short version, which this only took about 33 minutes because of time constraints. So guys, it's very simple and easy. I hope it was beneficial for you. Guys, I'm honored that I was able to be with you guys tonight. So thanks again. God bless. Have a great night.